Hey friends, let's jump straight in. With this lesson we're tuned to E flat, so just tune each string down a half step and we'll do all the guitar parts. So let me play the intro, then we'll break it down. So we're starting 4 on the A, play the open E, then open B, open E, 6 on the G. Then we're playing open A, open E, open B, open E, 6 on the G. Then we're jumping to 6 on the E, 6D, 6G, 6D, 6G, then 7 on the E, 6D, 6G, 6D, 6G, and we do that 3 times. Now the 4th time through the start stays the same, so 4, open, 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 6, open A, open E, B, E, 6 on the G, and then to finish 6E, 6 on the D, 6 on the G, then play 6E, 7E. And that's guitar 1 for the intro. So for guitar 2, we're just going to play a C sharp power chord to an A power chord. Then you're going to play 6E, mute the A string 6D and 6G. A B power chord to a G sharp power chord. Back to the C sharp power chord, to the A power chord, to our 6 mute 6 6. Then just play 1 on the A, 4 on the D and the G, and just move up to the B. And that's the first part of our intro. Now let's have a look at the second part. Play the 2nd fret on the D and the G, so we're going to hold that 1 hand, then jump to the 2nd fret on the E string, just palm muting 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and, then do 2, pull off to the open, back to the 2 on the E. Play the 2nd fret on the D and the G again. Now while you're holding that, play the open E 3 times, 1, 2, 3, then 2nd fret D, 1st fret G, open E once, then go back to the E string 2, pull off to open, back to 2. Then we're going to repeat that all again. 2nd fret D and G, 2nd fret on the E palm muting, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and, our pull off, 2nd fret D and G, open E 3 times. This time we go 2nd fret on the D, 4 on the G, and our fill's going to change here. We're going to play the open E, 5th fret E, 2nd fret. Then we do the first one again, 2nd fret D and G, back to 2nd fret E, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and, our pull off, 2, pull off to open, back to 2, 2nd fret D and G, our open E 3 times, 2nd fret D, 1st fret G. Now we're going to do 3, pull off to the open on the A and 3 on the E. Play a D power chord. Then we're playing the open D string 2 times, 4th fret on the A, open A, 2nd fret D and G, palm mute the E string 2 times, 2nd fret D and G, palm mute E 2 times, 2nd fret D, 1st fret on the G, then just do a bend on the 3rd fret on the E, and that gets us ready back into that riff again. So that's guitar 1, now let's have a look at guitar 2. So it's very similar, we're just leaving out all the little fills. So 2 on the D and the G, So that's 1 and then 2nd fret on the E, we're going to go 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, so we don't have the pull off there, 2nd fret D and G, 2nd fret D, 1st fret G. Then repeat that again, 2nd fret D and G, and our 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 2nd fret D and G, 2nd fret on the D, 4th fret on the G. Repeat the first one again, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 2nd fret D and G, 2nd fret D, 1st fret G, play 3rd fret on the E, go to the D power chord, and play it 2 more times, 4th fret on the A power chord, then just play 2nd fret D and G, 2 palm mutes on the E, back to 2nd fret D, 1st fret G, and that's guitar 2. And that's on the right side, guitar 1's always on the left side. So for our verse it changes slightly. We're going to play 2 on the D and the G, and the first one will be the same as our intro. 2nd fret E with our pull off, 2nd fret D and G, 2nd fret D, 1st fret G. This time the fill is going to be open E, 5E, 2E. So then go back to 2 on the D and the G. This time it'll be 1 and back to our 2nd fret E, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and, then do the 2 pull off to the open, then do 2 pull off to open again, back to 2. So 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and, back to 2nd fret D and G, palm mute the E once, 2nd fret D, 4 and the G, 2 palm mutes on the E, and then the same fill again, open E, 5E, 2E, back to the first one again. 2 on the D and the G, 2nd fret E, pull off, 2 G and G, 2 D, 1 G, and we're going to finish this the same as our intro. 3 pull off to the open on the A, 3 on the E, to the D power chord, D 2 times, 4 A, open A, 2 D and G. Now changes slightly here, 2 palm mutes on the E, play the 2 on the D and the G 2 times, 1 palm mute on the E and 2 on the D, 1 on the G. Now that's guitar 1, and guitar 2 just does exactly the same as the intro. And that's all the parts to our verse. So we're starting 5 on the D and the G, then play the open A, so that'll be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, and then on the 2 and play the 5 D and the G again, so 2 and, back to the open A, 3 and 4, then 5 D, 4 on the G on the 4 and, back to the open A, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, then play 5 D and G, 4 D and G, 3 D and G, and the 3 will be 1 and, then just go to the 1st fret on the E, so 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and on the 2 and, we're playing the 3 D and G, back to the 1st fret E, 3 times, 1, 2, 3, and then 3rd fret on the D, 2nd on the G, on the 4 and, back to 1st fret E, 1 and 2 and 3 and, then we have this little fill on the E, 1, open, 1, 3, to the A, 3, 2, open. Then we go 5 D and G to 7 on the A and the D 2 times. Then the rest is going to stay the same, 5 D and G with our palm muting on the A, 5 and 4, back to our palm muting on the A, and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, our 5, 4, 3, back to our 1 on the E, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and on the 3 D and G, back to the 1 E, 1, 2, 3, and then play 3 on the D, 5 on the G, and slide up. And that's guitar 1. Let's have a look at guitar 2. So it basically starts exactly the same with our 5s and then the open palm muting. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and the next part's the same. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Our 5, 4, 3 to the first fret on the E. 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 3 D and G. Palm muting on the first fret E. 1, 2, 3, 3 D, 2 G. Then we have our palm mutes on the first fret, again 1 and 2 and 3 and the fill is the same. This time just play the first riff again. And to our first fret on the E, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, then the 3 D and G, back to the 1, 1, 2, 3, then come up to an F power chord, play it once, then again slide down, then just palm mute the open E, 1, 2, 3, and that gets us ready for the next verse. Then for our next verse we just play the second part of the intro, and guitar 1 and guitar 2 stay the same. Then we go back to the chorus and guitar 1 and guitar 2 stay the same. Then for our bridge we just play that intro clean guitar again for guitar 1, and I'll talk you through guitar 2. It's just power chords, so we have C sharp, A, to our 6 mute on the E, mute the A, 6 D and G, same as the intro, to a B, then we're going back to the C sharp, the A, to the 6s, to the B, to the G sharp, and just do that 2 times for our bridge there. Then we have our solo rhythm, and we're just doing the second part of the intro again. So same as the intro there, guitar 1 and 2 stay the same, and we'll look at our solo at the end. Then we have the next verse, and we just play it the same as our second verse there. Then we go back to the chorus, play it all the way through, and then just do the first part of the chorus and keep repeating that till the end. So we have the 5s, and our E, first fret, 3rd fret D and G, 3rd and 2nd fret, back to the A, and our fill. And then just go back to the 5s and just keep repeating that all the way through to the end. Now let's have a look at the solos. So we're going to start on the E, go 19, 17, 19, 17, 16, 17, 16, to the B, 19, 17, 19, 17, slide back to 14, then do 17, pull off to 14, go to G, 16, back to B, 14, G, 16, 14, 16, pull off to 14, 16 on the D, back to G, 14, D, 16, 14, A, 16, 15, 14, slide back to 12, do 14, pull off to 12, 14 on the E, back to A, 14, 12, and then back to 14 and bend. Then stay on the A, and we're going to hammer on 12, 14 to 16, D, 14, hammer on to 16, 14 G 2 times, 14 D, back to G, 14, 16, then start with the bend up, release the 16 on G, 14, 16, then go 14, hammer onto 16, 14 B, back to G, 14, 16, D, 14, A, 16, back to D, 16, 14, back to A, 16, 14, slide back to 12, bend 14. Then jump to 14 on the B, 16 on the G 2 times, start G, 14, 16, 14, hammer on and pull off. D, 16, pull off to 14, 16 on the A, jump to 16 on the D, play it once, then play it again and pull off to 14, 16 A, then we're jumping back to the D, we're going to do hammer on to 16, pull off to 14, back to 16, so 14, 16, 14, 16, 14 G, back to 16 D, then to the G, 14, 16, 14, 16, hammer on and pull off again, 14 on the B, 17 on the G, this time go 14, 17, 14, 17, hammer on and pull off, 14 on the B, back to G, 17, 14, back to B, 17, 14, 17, E, 14, B, 17, E, 14, back to B, 17, 14, G, 16, then play 16 on the B, play it again and pull off to 14, back to G, 17, 14, 17, jump to 14 E, bend 17 on the B. Then go to 14 E, back to B, 17, 14, jump to E, 17, pull off to 14, 17 on the B, 16, pull off to 14 on the E, back to 17 on the B, E, 14, back to the B, 17, 14, 17, E, 14, bend 19 on the E, play it again, release the bend, 17, play 19 on the B, and bend the 19. And that's the first solo. Now let's have a look at the outro solo. So for our outro solo, bend the 7 on the G and hold the 5 on the B. And we just keep repeating that there. Then move up 1 fret, 8 and 6, do that once. Back to 7 and 5. Then go back to 5 and 3 and do that 8 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then just play the 5 on the G. Then we're jumping up to 13B, 10 on the E, bend the 13E, and we're doing that 15 times there. Then we have E string, 12, pull off to 10, 12, pull off to 10, slide back to 8, 10, pull off to 8, slide back to 5, then we have 8, 5, we have B, 8, E, 5, back to B, 8, 5, 8, pull off the 5, 8 on the G, 5, B, back to G, 8, 5, 7, pull off the 5, 7, D, 5, G, back to the D, 7, 5, 7, pull off the 5, 7 on the A, 5, D, back to A, 7, 5, 6, 5, slide back to 3, 5, 3, 5 on the E, back to the A, 3, to the E, 5, 3, 5. Then we're going to jump up to 20 on the B, 17 on the E, and bend that 10 times. Then bend 19G, play 17G, we do that 4 times. Come back to the 7th fret on the G, pull off the 5, D, 7, 5, G, 5, back to 7, D. And then to finish off, and we're just going to keep repeating this, 7 on the G, 7 on the B, and pull off the 5, G and B. Then play 7, D and G, 5, D and G, 7, D and G, back to 5, G and B. Then we're repeating again, but do the 7 pull off the 5 2 times. And then 7 5 7 5. And we just keep repeating that to the end. And they're all the parts there. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed Body Talk Guitar Lesson by Ratt. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell. And if you love your 80s rock, glam and metal, jump onto my YouTube channel for hundreds more songs. And I'm looking forward to seeing you soon.